Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Transfer window's been open for a few days, and in my my lovely pink notebook I've wrote down the transfer rumours, and there's quite a lot to get through. So I'm not going to get through them all. I've picked out a handful I want to discuss with you. I'm going to have a little chat. I'm going to do my best to keep up to date with these videos throughout the transfer window, let you know the rumours and stuff. Any obscure players, I'm going to leave a link to their transfer market profile in the description or in the pinned comments as well, because sometimes we'll discuss a player and people will say I've never heard of him, and to be fair, sometimes I've never heard of them, so it's good for research purposes. I'm doing the hard bit for you. A few to get through. You'll have heard of these because our scouting hasn't really gone that far yet. But before I get into it, this video is sponsored by OneFootball app. It's the best way of keeping up with the transfer rumours, to be honest with you. We're not just saying that. We don't promote anything we don't like, me and Gonzo, so if we do promote it, you know, we like it, we use it. The app's completely free, the link is in the description. Get downloaded onto your phone, set it up, you personalise it, so you only get notifications for your team. So you pick West Ham, and then you get a few notifications throughout the day with the biggest West Ham stories. Keep up to date with all the latest transfer news in one place. The link is in the description. Get it downloaded. Now the big one is Eze of QPR. We all know who he is. He's one of the best players in the Championship. But the story that's circulating this is that David Moyes has met his representatives and basically said to him, "We want to buy you, but we're skinned." the story. So I don't know why I'm laughing. It's true. If this doesn't sum up our owners, I don't know what does. So apparently, we want Eze is David Moyes' #1 transfer target, allegedly, and we want to buy him, but we just can't afford him. So we basically said to him, do not move to Crystal Palace, who he's also heavily linked with, and Crystal Palace have apparently already made a bid for him. And we've just said to him, don't go there, wait, and we will come get you once we are able to afford you. You've got to laugh, haven't you? Listen, I think he's a fantastic player. I've seen Gonzo's title of his video. I've not been able to watch it yet. I will though, just leave it out. But I know he's a bit clickbaity, so I don't know if he's saying he doesn't want him or he just thinks the money should be used in the... If I had to guess what he says the money should be used in the defensive areas first and foremost. However, I am of the opinion, if this is David Moyes' #1 target, then we must go get him. It doesn't matter who it is. I generally believe that I keep using a phrase, either you back or you sack your manager, and the most dangerous thing to do is neither, where you just keep him and you don't give him any money to spend, and then you watch him suffer, you watch him struggle a little bit, and then you sort of wonder where it went wrong. Back him, go get the player. So David Moyes just turned around and said, this is my #1 target for this summer. I think we'll have to do everything we can to go get him, whether we think it's a good idea or not. I can see why he thinks he's a good idea. He's a top talent, and we've got this problematic area in the left wing position where Fornals has been playing. I think he's been doing alright out there, but it's not his best position, so I don't blame David Moyes for looking at someone to come in who can do what Jared Bowen's doing. Now I know everybody's screaming Diangana, but Diangana, he's left-footed, he's an out-and-out winger, he's like Matty Etherington, knock it past a fullback and run kind of, and that's fine. I want to see Diangana at West Ham. I didn't want him to go on loan last season. I thought it was a bad idea, but Eze's different. He will cut inside. He's like a hybrid of Zaha and James Maddison, if you like. He needs to be a bit more consistent in his finishing. I know he's scored a lot of goals, but I think he could have scored more, to be honest with you. But he's young. He's got plenty of time on his sides. When you're buying arguably one of the best players in the Championship, and it's only, and I say only loosely, 20 million, I don't think it's that expensive, truth be told. Man City has now been linked with Ake today for 41 million. Well, he's technically now a Championship player. I know it's different. He's been doing it in the Premier League and stuff. But 20 million for one of the best players, I think it's a good deal. I think he's a fantastic player. I'm not going to be... As for the player, if we don't go get him, I'm not going to sit here stomping and raging or anything like that. But if we do get him, I'll be delighted. But it's more about David Moyes' #1 target. And if it genuinely is him, like we've been led to believe, I hope to see him at West Ham next season. I'll be excited to see him at West Ham next season as well. We're also being linked to his teammate, Ryan Manning, the left back. I've got a bit of concern over this one though, because I think he's fantastic going forward, but defensively, I'm not convinced. He's played numerous positions throughout his career, you know, left wing, centre mid, and now he's settled at left back. But I think you can tell he's not always been a conventional left back when you watch him play. His position sense is a little bit skew with. We're basically, Aaron Creswell used to be really good going forward and okay defensively, but we're way to replace him with someone who's really good going forward and okay defensively. I don't know. I'd be a bit, not disappointed, I'd be a bit apprehensive if we got Ryan Manning in. I wouldn't be doing cartwheels about it. I'd be a bit scared, truth be told. The Brentford players, there's no real point discussing this because they're now in the playoff final, and if they come up, I can't see any of them leaving. Why would they? But we're being like with Benrahma, Watkins, Rico Henry, their left back. I think they're pricier. I think they're all a bit pricey. I think Watkins has got an 18 million release fee, but can we sanction an 18 million pound move for what would start the season as our second choice striker? I think he's almost too good, Watkins. No, he's not too good for first choice at West Ham. I don't think that. I think that's a good buy, but I don't think that's what we're recruiting for. I think we're recruiting for someone to be our second choice striker, and he's too good for that role, to be honest with you. Josh Maja, someone who probably could be the second choice striker over in France now at Bordeaux. We all know about him because of the Sunderland Till I Die Netflix documentary where he just refused to sign a new deal and was very much led down the garden path by his agent. However, I'm aware it's a Netflix documentary and you see what they want you to see. So they want you to see him as a money-grabbing so-and-so. You're going to see him as a money-grabbing so-and-so. He's definitely got talent. I know he's only, he scored 6 goals this season in 21 appearances. It's not too bad for someone that age in the French league who generally, when they come over from the French league, they tend to do okay. I think it's a league that's not unfair to compare to the Premier League. So I'd be all for that one, depending on the price. I'm not sure I believe it though. I know Moyes gave him his debut at Sunderland, but it just seems like a lazy link because of the David Moyes thing. But it fits the profile. Someone that could, let's say, be happy, be content playing second choice or trying to push for first choice. He's young enough. He's scored a goal. He's got decent experience for his age as well. So it ticks a lot of the boxes. But we'll wait and see with that one. One I'm going to dismiss immediately is Callum Wilson. I've seen him blink today. £20 million from Bournemouth. No, I don't see why we would go for him. He's not been that great. He's injury prone. He's expensive. He just doesn't fit what we're looking for whatsoever. Dismiss that one. We're going to sign Callum Wilson now, aren't we? I'm confident we will. I'm confident this is just made up. David Brooks, we're being linked to him as well. Wilson's teammate. I'd love David Brooks at West Ham. I think he's a fantastic player, but he's not what we need. We speak about, do we need someone for the left side of the attacking trio in the team? Well, we definitely don't need someone for the right hand side in Jared Bowen's position, so dismiss that one. It costs far too much as well. Jetty's been linked to Celtic. Well, say link, Celtic want him, but he doesn't want to go there. I'm glad he doesn't want to go there. I do think he's better than second choice at Celtic. He's not been given a choice. He's not been given a, well, he hasn't had a choice, has he? He's not had a chance at West Ham. And we have to remember, when we bought him, he was very much playing first team football for Basel, but in Champions League football, I know it's a Swiss league and stuff, but his stock was relatively high for someone of that age, and it's a bit disappointing that he's come down so much. And the loan move, it just doesn't suit West Ham. I mentioned the cup of tea with Gonzo. I would hate that move from a West Ham's point of view. I know there's an obligation to buy of 5 million, but 5 million, it's not much, is it? Are you telling me we can't get 5 million now in this window without the whole year on loan thing? And you look at his value's not going to go up, because if you look at who is performing in Scotland at the minute with Morales and Edouard, they're both scoring at worst one every second game. And they're worth about 15 million at the most. So if he come up to Scotland and score 25 goals or something, he'd at the very most be worth 15 million. It's not the best deal, is it? I don't think it really suits West Ham. This is just a prediction. There's no in the know stuff here or that. I wouldn't be surprised if Brentford come for him if they get promoted in the playoff final against Fulham or Cardiff. I think Brentford were wanting him. Brentford wanted him a year ago to replace Mopai. They ended up moving Watkins into the middle, but they were our biggest competitors, and that was a bit of an alarm bell a year ago, that why are we competing with a championship club for a player here? But Brentford's scouting system is that good that you sort of dismiss that championship aspect too. You thought, well, hang on a minute, this is a club that knows what they're doing, that's had fantastic success in the Premier League. You know, they're possibly a way to get promoted. And in the last 5 years, they've made a healthy profit on player trading. Last year, they spent 30 million, but they sold 60 million pounds worth of players. They know what they're doing, Brentford. So when you go after a player that they're going after, it's all right, really. And I wouldn't be surprised if they came up and they might have a bit of money to spend. They've shown that they're clever with their money, and if Ajeti's who they've scouted is available on loan, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer for Brentford, to be honest with you. So I would not be surprised if Ajeti ends up at Brentford should they win the playoff final. All our defence is for sale. I say all of it. That's how it's been titled. But it's referring to Fredericks, Masuaku, and Creswell. Those three, and Balbuena. Those 4 players are available for the right price, basically, which I think is fair. To be honest, I'd be disappointed to see Balbuena go because I don't think we'll get an outstanding sum of money. And to be honest, I'll be disappointed to see Creswell go. I don't think he's good enough for first choice at West Ham. I don't think that anymore. I want to see us spend big in that position. I'm probably agreeing with what Gonzo said in his video that I've not watched yet, but I will watch soon. No, but in all fairness, I do like Creswell. I'm aware he's not as good as he used to be. He's gone on a decline, but he's been a good servant to us. He's homegrown. He's fine as a player. He's not good, but I think he's all right. He's just been unfortunate with injuries and stuff. And I'd like to see him remain at the club as a squad player, a bit like what we're using Snodgrass as next season, having a good character around the place. Masuaku and Fredericks, I hope, do get sold. I don't think either of them have a future at West Ham. I don't think they're particularly good enough either. So I hope we see them go and 2 players come in that can walk into the first team at right back and left back. And then I've written something else down here, but I can't read my own writing. No, it does. It says Anderson and Lanzini. There are 2 players being linked away, but it's easy to link them away, though, without anyone knocking on the door with a bid for them. As it stands, we've had no bids for any of our players, bar the loan for Ajeti. We've been linked to loads and loads of them. Like I said, I'm going to do my best to keep doing these videos throughout the transfer window. I will do them. I enjoy them. I enjoy transfer window time. This is what's important, I think, when you're doing this type of thing. If you enjoy the transfer window or not. A lot of people hate it. Me and Gonzo love it. We love the rumours because we're very laid back. All this stuff we can dismiss without getting too worked up about it. We know 99% of it's rubbish, and I like to think we're quite good at filtering out most of the 99%, and we'll do our best in these videos to say whether we think it's rubbish or not. I think most of it so far is, except Eze. I think that interest is genuine, and I think that's David Moyes' #1 target. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to leave it there for you. Tomorrow, there's a video going up tomorrow, which is, if it all goes to plan, I'm waiting to record it. We're going to later tonight. It's basically the Twitter questions from Cup of Tea that I never got done. So it's like an extension to a cup of tea tomorrow. A little bit of bonus cup of tea for you. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new around here, and I shall see you very soon.